Hello, my lovely Capricorns. This is going to be your May monthly reading. I'm sorry for the delay. Things have been very busy over here. So we're going to start with some guidance from the spiritual realm, some signs, symbols, and synchronicities. We're going to see what messages come through. I'm going to pull some music cards for you, see what the songs have to tell us, and then some tarot. So we're going to get a couple of these out and start your reading. All right, let's see what we have. So we start with mirror. So this is something where you might need to be doing some shadow work, facing your fears, or really taking a long, hard look at yourself in the mirror and see if there's anything that needs some adjustments. We are in a retrograde cycle, so that really brings up things from the past that maybe need some work. So maybe some inner work is needed, or facing your fears, or again, doing some shadow work might be necessary at this time. Could also be dealing with a fire sign or dealing with some sort of passion project, or maybe some passions are starting to be stirred up. So Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo energy that you could be dealing with. Some sort of spark of inspiration could be coming to you as well. Recharge your batteries. So are they on full or are they on empty? We really need to kind of take some better care of yourself this month. I feel like that might also be something that comes up if you're doing your shadow work is, are you well rested? Are you taking good care of yourself? Are you eating enough? Are you sleeping enough? Are you drinking enough water? Are you fueling your tank before you're completely depleted and try and give everything else to others? That's something that's really important, that you take care of yourself as well. Eye of Horus. So this is the feminine energy. The Eye of Ra would be the masculine side. So this might be a symbol that you see. Could be something affecting your left eye. This is moon cycles. Could also be affecting you at this time, bringing up emotions and sexual energy, but it's also listening to your intuition and magic and healing. So that's really important energy. And Cloak of Authority and Protection. So know that you are always protected on your journey. You might wish that it was an invisibility cloak so that you could hide a little bit more, but this is something telling you that you are protected, so keep doing the hard work. All right, let's see what kind of songs that we have coming through for the Capricorns for this month. One and only. So you might be looking for your one and only. That might be something that you're working on as well. Maybe trying to meet somebody new. And you might be feeling a little bit lonely, especially if you are single at this time. So you might be feeling extra lonely, especially if you're kind of working through some things right now. You might want to spend forever with somebody, but you might not have met this person just yet. So somebody new could be coming in for you. Maybe you're feeling a little bit crazy because of all of this lonely feeling that you're going with, but you need to let it go. Know that things will happen at the right time with the right people under the exact right circumstances. I'm going to turn my light on 1 second. All right, now you can see better. All right, let's see what we have for the month of May. What's going on for Capricorns? The Emperor, Aries energy. So this symbolizes taking strategic moves, bold moves, and calculated risks. So this might be a stabilizing influence coming in for your life. It could be that you need to gather your courage and be more brave. And this is also strategic moves and taking action, but something that brings more structure or stability to your life. And you could be connecting to an Aries as well. There's lots of options that you need to choose from right now. This could be in love, that you might have lots of options to choose from, but I feel like you're still lonely. So it's like they aren't as fulfilling as you would hope that they are. Choose wisely. Not everything's going to be exactly what it is that you want. You're looking for a stability, long-term, and commitment. You might be connecting to a Taurus. This is a card of ascension. So it's like you're finally going forward on this path that you're meant to go on. It's also something where maybe you don't want to conform to societal norms, and maybe you aren't looking for a traditional marriage. So this is something that you're going to have to evaluate and see what it is that works for you. But it's also a card indicating marriage. So you might have lots of people to choose from in that department. Lucky you if you do. All right, Ace of Wands. So some sort of creative breakthrough, new opportunity, or growth is coming. Could also be a passionate new encounter. You might also be connecting to a water sign. The King of Cups is very nurturing, very loyal. He's devoted, full of wisdom, very generous and faithful, so he makes a great partner. And I think you need to walk away from something or someone where things just aren't working out, and you know that there's nothing more that can be done. So take some time to look at the situation for some introspection, seeking the truth, and walking away if there's nothing left that can be done. The Five of Cups tells you it's time to shift your perspective. If you're in some deep, heavy emotions, guilt, regret, shame, those are just emotions that you need to kind of overcome. So shifting your perspective will actually help you to be able to do that. So you need to see things that they can be saved, there's something that can be salvaged, or there is an opportunity to change things. There might be a love opportunity coming in for you as well, or you might want to be making an offer or opportunity. Mercury in retrograde every time gets me tongue-tied. I trip on my words. So some sort of opportunity that either you are giving to somebody unexpectedly or somebody is giving you unexpectedly. And it could lead to some big dramatic changes. It might be very shocking. It might be very sudden, causing lots of upheaval, but it's time to rebuild. You're getting some sort of revelation of what it is that needs to change. And I feel like once you make this decision, things start to finally go forward. Once you face your fears and you decide what it is that you actually want, I feel like all of a sudden the opposition is finally like gone. Some shadow work or some time needed to yourself for some deep thought, some introspection, some insight will definitely come. Could also be withdrawing from people right now, doing meditation or your shadow work in order to help you finally move forward. It's Virgo energy you could also be connecting with. All right, the moon. This is an indication that you really need to make sure you're not under somebody's spell, that you see things for what they are. If they're trying to manipulate you, deceive you in some way, you could definitely be dealing with something where you need to see things for what it is to be able to let it go. Might be hoarding your resources, trying to plan some sort of action to leave a situation. So be cautious that you're not being super greedy. You need to stabilize things in your finances. I feel like you also need some healing. Maybe you need to give that to yourself. Maybe you have some sort of new business idea, or you could be some sort of healer. You're having a lot of anxiety in this situation, a lot of sleepless nights, worry, and insomnia. So making these changes is going to be necessary in order to change things. There's been lots of delays, no communication, and some really bad timing, and it's frustrating you. So you definitely want to go forward. The Seven of Swords in reverse is the best way that this card can come. People are getting seen for what it is that they're doing, whether that's sneaky, underhanded behavior, getting caught, getting outsmarted for their deception, or they're getting caught with their own consciousness. All right, Knight of Wands. I feel like you're really not willing to trust people right now, that your guard is super high and that you have mounted your defenses, you're exhausted, and you just want these things to heal. It's almost like you're retreating to go lick your wounds because you're tired of all the conflict. All right, Nine of Pentacles. So some things are changing for the positive this month with your finances. Lots of improvements. You may need to step out of your comfort zone, try something new. This could be a new job offer or opportunity. Make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. You don't want to leave one job that's terrible to go right into another job that's terrible. So kind of weigh your options carefully before you actually jump off the cliff there. And you want to look towards the future. What is it that you want? Is there some sort of creative project that you want to accomplish? Do you want to travel? Is there some sort of opportunity that you really need to kind of snatch up? It looks like you will get some sort of emotional fulfillment this month, or some sort of wish fulfillment, and you are leaving the conflict and chaos behind for calmer waters. Whatever the situation is that's caused a lot of upheaval in your life or overthinking, that's what needs to be left behind, along with the heartbreak, that it's time to finally let that go and work on healing. You've been in this stuck, stagnant energy for a long time, so making a decision to actually leave that behind and try something new is going to be crucial for you to go forward. You have a lot of options, so you really do want to weigh them carefully. You don't want to bite off more than you can chew, and you don't want to get involved with somebody who's just like all the other people or a snake in your midst. So really, really weigh them carefully before you decide. You have some time. And again, money worries could definitely be a struggle, but things are starting to balance out, so make wise decisions. I think you're looking for somebody who's not only devoted to you, somebody who's loyal, but somebody who is actually emotionally evolved, that can give you the kind of love that you're looking for. I don't think you want anybody who plays mind games. You don't want to stress out about the situation, and you definitely don't want to be kept awake at night with the anxiety and worry about what's really going on. Some forward progress is possible, but you have to find the balance. This is also an indication of travel, relocation, or even purchasing a vehicle. Again, be cautious during Mercury in retrograde. It ends May 14th, that you don't get like swindled with a lemon if you're buying a vehicle. Your guard is still super high, so you definitely need some work on that as well this month. All right, let's see what else we have going on. Capricorns, what is their final messages for the month of May? All right, some sort of new passion project or creative idea is coming in this month. It's going to help you overcome the heartbreak, but you have to be willing to take that leap of faith. You won't have to juggle anymore. You will have to make a decision, and it could be within your finances that you have to decide what you're going to focus on and what you're going to let go of. Again, plan for your future. You might be traveling as well, but this is also an indication that you have to make a decision. So we have 2 2s back to back. And we all, well, 3 2s. We have the 2 of Wands from the other deck, 2 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Wands from this deck. So we definitely have a lot of decisions that we need to weigh. So you could also be seeing 2 2 2 as a sign that this was your message. All right, 10 of Swords. It's time to let go of the backstabbing and betrayal and move forward. The 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. So we have a lot of wealth and abundance coming after we leave the struggle behind. Let's see, Knight of Wands. So somebody's coming in quickly with some sort of news. It's in reverse, so they might be a little arrogant or they might be jealous of your success. 5 of Cups. You've got to shift your perspective in order to make a positive choice going forward. 3 of Wands. Travel is definitely indicated in your reading, as well as you've had to wait for a very long time for this to happen. Knight of Cups. So some sort of old-fashioned chivalrous offer, and my throat chakra is being affected. They're nervous to come forward. I feel like it's either you that's nervous to go forward with an offer or whoever's making the offer is nervous. That they have strong feelings and emotions. They're nervous. They don't want to be rejected. But this is like old-fashioned type romance. So they could be bringing you some sort of meaningful gift as well. Money is changing for the better. 9 of Pentacles, some financial independence and freedom, and Knight of Swords. You're going to have to gather your courage and be brave to go forward. I feel like you want union with a certain somebody. You might already have your eye on them, or you will meet them before the month is out. This is something that could lead to union, to solid, stable commitment, marriage, things like that in your future. Let's get one more card. What is the final outcome for this reading? All right, Queen of Cups. She might be the mother of your children. You might need to nurture this connection for it to grow. It also symbolizes things like motherhood and really nurturing what you want to grow in your life. So if that's communication, if that's a commitment, if that's taking a leap of faith, put your energy where you want things to grow is what's going to be really important for you. And definitely the possibility of things transforming for the better. But I feel like you're really in this undeveloped stage right now, and that you need to let go of what is driving you crazy and what isn't working for you in your life so that you can finally replenish and recharge yourself in order to go forward into what it is that you're really looking for, which looks like happiness, commitment, and wealth and success. So I hope that helps. Have a great rest of your month, and we'll see you soon.